To learn that there is a problem with gratitude. And take in mind, this is from somebody who I'm not sure if you can read that, but it literally, that was my biggest, there you can kind of see it says practice gratitude. My fiance made this for me for one of her projects, and she like put me on the front of this magazine. And I was a huge advocate for practicing gratitude, and I always have been, and I pretty much always will be. But there is a problem with it. And it used to be my slogan. That's why I'm showing you that. It used to be my slogan. It was a big thing for me. I even have a sticker right here that says practice gratitude. The problem with gratitude is that there can be a problem with it. That being that we can hold guilt in our gratitude. Sorry, by the way, I have a pimple here. We can hold guilt in our gratitude, and that is an issue. And what I've learned over the years, I'm 31 now, is moments or words can have different meanings depending on your experience, and you can understand them in different ways as you get older. It's like different waves of that thing hit you, and you start to see it from different perspectives based on life experience, based on reflection. And so what I have found with practicing gratitude is that there has always been an underlying guilt within gratitude. There's always been this underlying sensation that I need to hold gratitude, and if I don't, I am being, ungrateful, pretty much. And we all know that there's a big negative connotation with that word, ungrateful, being ungrateful for what you have. And the problem with that is that guilt kind of looms over you. And we all go through our own experiences in life. We all have these moments where we question things that we're doing, or we question the things that we have. And so I have come up with something new that I think is much better than practicing gratitude, or is a different way to do it. Because the typical way is, you pick out a pen and paper and you write down all the things you're grateful for. And I have found that there can be somewhat guilt there, or at least sometimes it doesn't hit me. It doesn't impact me that much. I'm writing down these things and I'm trying to take moments and feel that energy of, oh yeah, I have a beautiful house, and, I don't own this house, but, I have a place to live. I have an iPhone I can use to make videos. I can talk to people. I can get up in the morning and walk around. And while there is a bit of good feeling in that, there can still be that guilt. And you also don't want to do it from a selfish standpoint either, right? Because even me talking about it can feel almost selfish. Like, God, why am I so lucky? Why am I so lucky? I'm so selfish. And so what I have found, the best way to practice gratitude is to simply be present with the things that you are grateful for. And in doing so, you honor them. And this can come in many different ways, in many different shapes. But instead of pulling out a pen and paper, writing down these things and trying to make yourself feel grateful, you can simply be present with those things. And in doing so, you honor them. So right now, my phone, something I am grateful for. By being present with it and by releasing into this moment, I'm able to be grateful for this thing by enjoying it, by actually doing what I'm supposed to do with it. So I'm not forcing myself to be grateful out of guilt, but I'm actually just being present with these things. Now, let's go a little bit more meta with it, because we don't actually have to pick certain things out. I think there's also a hindrance in experiencing gratitude when we do this. So another thing to do is to just simply be present in life and enjoy. So I often find myself, not often, but I do find myself looking at things that I don't have and feeling bad about it, right? Like, for example, YouTube is a good one. I struggle with, having like low subscribers because I want to grow. And it's not that I necessarily struggle with it, but there will be moments where I set out to do something. I build a really great video and I put all this energy and effort, and it takes me a week to edit it, and I post it and it gets very little plays. And part of me wants to avoid it, but sometimes I get really down on myself. And so instead of doing that, which is looking at something that I don't have, the gratitude journal would say, hey, list things that you like. Well, instead of doing that, list things that you have and be grateful for, I'm just simply going to be present with what I experience each day and be grateful for that. So if I wake up I'm being present and releasing into the moment, as opposed to tensing and looking away from the moment and trying to pick out things that I don't have. Oh, I don't have these subscribers. I'm just waking up and I'm saying, wow, even though I don't have all these plays on YouTube, I am waking up. I am getting up and walking. I am getting some food. I'm going to the store and using the money that I earned from the job that I have to do that. And just simply being present with that mundane life that others do not have, because I'm fortunate enough to live in America and Western society and have a job, whatever it is. I mean, I can name 1,000 different things. I'm fortunate enough to wake up in the morning. It doesn't necessarily have to be that I'm from America, but just as an example, I'm able to awaken every morning and get up. That is something I can be grateful for, and I can experience that gratitude simply by being present with it. And if this makes sense, great. And if it doesn't, I encourage you to try this. Right now, in this moment, release. Stop worrying. You can do it. You literally can just stop. Just let go. And by doing that, by being grateful for this moment, for all that is in this moment, for the studio that I have, for the walls around me, for the roof over, for the food or the coffee in my belly I haven't eaten this morning, I can be grateful. I can be grateful without the guilt, without the selfishness, without the self-detrimental feelings of, oh, why do I deserve this? I need to be grateful. No, we can simply be grateful by being, by honoring, by being present, and by being present with all that we have. And in the best way, that is the best way to actually be grateful, because you are doing that thing the service that it deserves. You are honoring the iPhone. You are honoring the food in your belly by simply enjoying it. Because the person that doesn't have those things, if they were you, they would be doing the same thing. And that's gratitude. If they could change their minds or change their world and snap their fingers and have what you have, they would just be enjoying it. They wouldn't be feeling guilty about it. They would simply be enjoying it. And that's what gratitude is. Imagining if you didn't have it and then having it. And then being grateful for that. And by being grateful for that, the best way to do that is to honor it by simply being with it. I hope that resonated with you. May you be well today. If you guys like videos like this, I post them here on the YouTube channel. I also have a private Discord server where I teach you guys how to meditate with an 8-week meditation course. I have bi-monthly group sessions where we talk about Buddhism, where we talk about meditation, we talk about how to be peaceful, how to be happy, where we talk about eliminating self-limiting beliefs. We talk about healing our traumas, and just being more peaceful and happy. And I know that's not as sexy as making $1 million, but I promise you that it is so much more valuable, because once you get to that place, $1 million doesn't matter, because you can have $1 million and not be happy. Anyway, may you be well. Love you all.